Know Your Rights, Chapter 4. The fourth right on the list of Know Your Rights is the right to fair hearing. You have the right to fair hearing. Section 36, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, gives every person in Nigeria the right to fair hearing. This right is better explained than defined. The origin of the right to fair hearing has been traced by some authors to the biblical account of God's handling of the sin of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, as recorded in Genesis chapter 3. Even though the Almighty God knew that Adam and Eve had disobeyed him by eating the forbidden fruit, being the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil, God still gave them the opportunity of telling him what actually happened and to defend themselves before God proceeded to give his verdict. For better understanding, the right to fair hearing has two arms, better known as the twin pillars of natural justice. The twin pillars of natural justice, which are contained in Latin maxims, are briefly explained below. 1. Audi alteram partem. This means to hear the other side of the case, and no person should be condemned unheard. In other words, in any civil or criminal proceedings, the judge or arbiter is under legal obligation to give opportunity to the two opposing parties to present their cases or defense before proceeding to give judgment. 2. Nemo judex in causa sua. This means no person should be a judge in his own case. In other words, in any civil or criminal proceedings, the judge or arbiter must be independent, impartial, and unbiased. In order to preserve the right of fair hearing of persons in Nigeria, particularly in criminal proceedings, Section 36 of the Constitution of Nigeria, cited earlier, gives certain rights to suspects whenever they are charged to court. The rights which are available to suspects whenever they are charged to court in Nigeria are as follows. 1. The right to be presumed innocent until proved guilty by the accuser or prosecution. 2. The right to be informed promptly of the nature of the offense. 3. The right to adequate time and facility to prepare for defense. 4. The right to defend himself personally or by any legal practitioner of his choice. 5. The right to cross-examine the witnesses of the prosecution. And 6. The right to an interpreter if the suspect does not understand the language of the court or tribunal. Note that there are other rights available to suspects under Section 36 of the Constitution of Nigeria. From the above, it is clear that your right to fair hearing is guaranteed by law, and if any judge or arbiter violates your right to fair hearing and proceeds to give judgment or verdict, that judgment or verdict is null and void ab initio, and it is subject to be set aside upon an application to the same judge or arbiter, or upon appeal to a higher authority. Join me in the next chapter of Know Your Rights. I am Ako Egene, a lawyer, a writer, motivational speaker, and more. And on the topic Know Your Rights, I am out to inform you.